Hi, welcome back to Valley News Live. We have a first alert weather day on Tuesday, as we'll see a pretty messy morning commute, and then after that commute, some persistent snow that'll pretty hover around the area for much of the day. So let's take a look at that first. Here we are about 11:15 tonight, and we're already starting to see some of that snow push in from the south. Now, we're also seeing that fog, still an issue for folks out west. Now, as we move throughout the overnight hours, here we are at 3 a.m. and that snow has pushed more into the area, more significant snowfall, still pretty light, and we could see some mixed precipitation as well for folks in the far south, thanks to these warm temperatures we've been having. Now, by morning, we'll see that snow become a bit more widespread, still pretty contained for folks in the south. Now, as we move throughout the day, that snow will lift even farther north, and by lunchtime, we have a pretty big swath of mixed precipitation for folks just to our south and east, and temperatures at that time will be in those mid to upper 20s, though we could see some 30s on the board thanks to that snow. That will actually make it a little bit warmer. Now, as we move throughout the afternoon hours, that snow becomes a bit more widespread, and all of that mixed precipitation down in Minnesota has transitioned into some more snow, or is undergoing that transition. And as we move throughout the evening on Monday, we're going to see that snow become still more widespread, but the heaviest stuff will be contained to basically the James River Valley for folks out west. Now, as we move into Tuesday, we're going to continue seeing that snow hover for much of the area. It'll start tapering down by around lunchtime, a little bit after. Here we are at 1:30 on Tuesday, and we're going to continue seeing that strong north wind, which has the tendency to make temperatures a bit colder. Now, as we move throughout the day on Monday, we're going to expect the lighter amounts of snow, about 1 to 3 inches for much of the area. Folks out west could see a little more, 2 to 5 inches, while folks to our southeast, places like St. Cloud all the way up through Duluth, could see about 2 to 5 inches as well. So we're kind of sandwiched right in between, getting that less snowfall amounts. Now, by Tuesday night, we're going to see that snowfall continue and have a little bit more, so 1 to 4 inches for much of the area. And again, out west, a little bit more, 2 to 5. And then same thing on the east side, 2 to 5 for folks from like St. Cloud to Duluth or so, could see about 4 to 7 inches. So we're largely missing out on the big snow, but for the most part, we could still see some snow. Now, here in Fargo right now, things are a bit hazy. We're dealing with some of those low clouds that a lot of the area has been dealing with for much of the afternoon. Temperature right now is 20 degrees, and that wind, not all that strong, northeast, 5 miles an hour, making it feel like 13. And we're already seeing those clouds stream in, and some folks in the far south could be seeing some flakes here and there for the rest of the evening before the bulk of that heavier snow moves on in a little after midnight. Temperatures right now are hovering in those 20s, though we do have a 30 on the board, Fergus Falls and Baudette, so things aren't all that bad. And that visibility, though, has been an issue for much of the afternoon. Lots of very short visibility measurements out west in the Devil's Lake Basin, about a third of a mile for most folks out there. Tomorrow morning, we'll see those temperatures hovering right around 25, maybe a little higher for folks in the east, and we'll be dealing with some light snow by that time. And by the afternoon, temperatures pretty similar. We'll have that north wind with snow for much of the area, but pretty light snow here in Fargo. Snow for much of the day, and temperatures pretty steady, only rising about 4 inches by the afternoon after we start out in those mid-20s. Now, this next week, still pretty calm once we get through Monday and Tuesday after that snow. We even see the sun come out by the weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm already kind of looking forward to the weekend.
Me too.
Like seeing the 24, 26 and clear skies, sunny.
Yep.
That's exactly, I think if we can just have that all year round, that'd be amazing.
I wish, yeah.
I wish that too. Jim, thank you so much. Well, coming up on